almost immediately. I love.
Hello, YouTube. I am going to be recording fish. Generally Roblox, but not mainly game.
Because the winner of today's competition gets a vote. Last time you said I'd win a car, I ended up burning all the cars. Did you win a car? Technically, but with that, we can. William!
Fish.
What is that for fair? Don't you have better things to do? Yeah, I do. June 15th and 16th are the dates, and you're fill out your form. That's why I'm here. Did you just advertise on my channel? Yeah. So here it is. Money. Worth it. So in exchange for once again crashing the party, I sent William off to find the official crunch slot submitted of Spare Rep.
You treated me like a dog. $30,000 for diamond here? I have diving gear on.
Whoa, it's like a mini volcano! Bob slowly worked his laser through every box, setting them up.
I like that noise.
So, it's a good way to cut a glass in half. Which is fair enough, but good luck. Nice. And by the way, if you've ever...
I don't know why I'm wearing goggles on goggles, but...
Heat them up to 3,000 degrees Fahrenheit so that the rocks just literally melt and turn into their liquid form. Look at that! Wow, that's actually hot.
I sell my inventory for 66 times.
Whoa!
44, 0, 36, 0, 32, 432. I have a lot of garbage. That away!
Argument Let's go! Next round! So Lava got the first points on the board as we do the second event of the day to see which of us can most effectively pop some popcorn. How did no one think of using a laser to pop popcorn? That's a no-brainer, just like you. I'll insult the guy with a military-grade laser. 3, 2, 1. Wow! Oh, I think brittle. What? Are they popping? Yes! What? Alright, maybe set it on fire. But for both of them. Haven't tasted it yet. It's like oil but burnt. See? Oh!
I'm gonna go try to catch a colossal squid.
Is it off-gassing and then burning? That's actually one of the craziest things I've ever seen in my life. We got some popcorn! Kevin's popcorn was the clear winner in quantity. Taste test? But how is it quality? Oh, it's chewy. Oh, no, that's not good. Wow, black. Severe black. Oh, that's horrible. X Factor and this odd-looking contraption. Okay, now I just turned.
I have no idea what to see. Yeah, there's no cap.
This new pressure that pushes back on each corner, squeezing them in all around like a weighted blanket to keep their kernel shape, even though they're now totally hot enough to pop into popcorn. So after putting a literal amount of butter and salt this back here, and then prying off the lid to the chamber. 3, 2, 1. Instantly pop 8,000 pieces of popcorn as they're free to expand now without all the extra.
Oh, I pay attention to my YouTube video. Where's that little hole?
Mine was covered in salt butter. It tastes good too. Yeah, let's test it. Okay, wait, now. Winners are.
And that meant the underdog X Factor was tied with lava as we moved into round 3 of the Metal Maze. And Science Bob's plan was to send his maze straight to a balloon filled with flammable gas.
Ooh, balloon. Fastest way to solve the maze is to use the meter light. 3, 2, 1, power.
And while it instantly got through the maze, all of the mirrors did too much to weaken the intensity. Being Bob didn't let you flashback.
Just do it manually.
Barely being salvaged.
Okay, let's use some super flakes to give the extra wood. Now, I think if I turn on catch flags,
Or you take the maze and you just dump it down. That's really well.
Oh, it's beautiful!
It already went through?
And the lava wasted no time in just melting its way through every wall.
mythical.
I might burn through this
1 kilogram?
different ways.
But one was more than enough.
Did anyone here? You know, I know people have definitely caught fished here.
Tractor on maze should be arriving now. Right on time. This, there's no way she's fitting in that, is my adorable niece, Kaylee. And Kaylee, what do we have in this box? Squeaky can do the maze. So we put a little motivation at the end of the maze and let Squeaky get to work. And Squeaky wasted no time in leaving the competition in the dust. Let's go. Come on, Squeaky. Turn around. I can't believe this worked.
Oh,
No!
that's so embarrassing. This is so bad. Kaylee, can you tell him to go to the finish line?
I can, but I don't.
Wait, what? Come on!
Something wrong with this mouse.
Okay.
Full body out.
This video is gonna be really long.
Science Bob attempted to console me with the scientific explanation for Squeaky's cool feet.
Mammals don't like being in the field because that's where predators are. So right now, it's probably feeling a little more protection.
So knowing this, we gave Squeaky a nice protected VIP line straight to the cheese. And soon enough,
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
yeah!
You'll make the nice one.
So I set my adorable niece Kaylee off to wait.
I'm only level 30, but I know how to catch good fish.
While the judge deliberates his final decision,
I've caught big fish before.
you might have noticed, my backyard has once again sprung up in crunch labs. And that's because to help fight summer brain drain and make history the best boring summer ever, by popular demand, we're bringing back Camp Crunch Lab. And this year, not only have we triple reinforced the roof, but we've also added the Fort Nuts Treehouse. And just like last year, it's a 12-week virtual summer camp featuring all new, way bigger mega experiments that I do that look sort of like this. And then super challenges you do at home that look sort of like this. And the best at-home super challenge submission of the whole summer, it's a platinum ticket to come out right here with me to be in the 12th and final summer episode. On top of that, usually the Crunch Labs build boxes where we build a really fun toy together where you can see all the juicy physics of how they work. It comes every month. But to coincide with the weekly Camp Crunch Lab videos and challenges, we can ship them to you every week. So if you want a 12-week summer where you can learn to engineer with 0% chance of bug bites and poison ivy, visit campcrunchlabs.com where you can reserve one of the limited spots, and I'll see you in camp. Now where were we? I think it's time to make a call, William.
If you trust me.
1 second. Make eye contact with Kaylee first.
Okay, fine. Everybody wins.
You're a winner. You're a winner. The points are negated. No one gets any points. Which was...
Man, my phone died. Man, I do have a charger right next to me. Not getting very lucky. You're not even at least getting a glacier fish. Your mom is gonna be the death of me. I'm joking, obviously. Fuck. What did I do? I stood in there. And why is it just standing still? What the moose wood? What the flip is moose wood? Oh wait, no, it's not moose wood, it's moonwood. What the flip is moonwood? Is it any good? After I post this, I'm probably just gonna say, hey. More like I'm just gonna say it right now. If you guys want to comment in this video, please tell me what the actual flip is moonwood. I've never caught this. Anyways, let's go fishing. We're gonna catch a fish on us. Fish. You thought ice fishing was when you drill a hole in the ice? No, ice fishing is when you actually decide to go fish on ice. This is what I call ice fishing. This is real man's ice fishing. Probably such the real man ice fishing. Okay, yeah, this. I want to go back to my good spot named Nurse Shark Frenzy. It is a particular spot as a crap, and I mean a crap ton of nurse sharks. I don't get good stuff anymore. I get good stuff still. Box. What's in the box? What is in the box? Let's see. What is inside the box? What could it be? What could it be? Could it be money? Could it be more fish? Oh yeah! It's worms! Don't know why I'm getting so excited. How good are worms? Not bad, but I already have 57. What the Okay, thanks Floyd. Whoever that is. Thanks username Floyd. Thanks. Looks like I'm gonna catch a lot of glacier fish. I caught more moonwood. I don't want wood. I want the colossal squid. No one wants wood. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this wood's probably it's for some odd reason insanely expensive for no reason. But I like it. So, who's to complain?
Which was, perhaps deservedly, a way to call us all losers on that round as we moved on to the tastiest round yet.
Crunch Lab's kitchen.
Pizza, pizza.
Here we go. Warm them up gently, and they will be delicious.
It's like he's welding beans.
Once they're warmed up gently,
I got it great.
my stars.
So all Kevin's lava had to do was be beans.
It's gonna be way better than your laser beams.
Kevin, you look like a chef from the future.
Thank you. Whoa! Oh!
Did I catch more broodwood? Wait, I don't even know what this is. All I know is that it's minus 40% speed. What is this? Because I've catched way better than. What the flip is a moonfish? This thing is basically as flat as a pancake. Pancake. It's raining beans. I got another moonfish.
Before moving on to the X Factor, there's more than one way to boil a can of meat. With a twist, they never stop. Because that clear container is actually a vacuum chamber. And by sucking up the air of the chamber, I will lower the pressure of the beans, causing them to boil. You might have noticed this effect when you're at higher elevation in mountains, where the air pressure is lower and it takes longer for something like your ramen noodles to become soft, even though the water is boiling. With less air pressure, the boiling point of water is as much as 10 degrees lower. The water just can't get as hot before it turns to steam. Oh, yes! They're like right.
Is that a mullet? Yes, it's a mullet.
Air rush back in as I prepare to play.
You get negative points because you made the beans colder.
There's only one piece that was memorable. It was Kevin's bean bomb.
I have a bean bomb. Did I catch the colossal squid? Because I caught something mythical, but it's only minus 15%. Or did I caught what's over here? Flying glacier fish! Fish! Flying glacier fish! Flying glacier fish! I got more moonwalk. No, no, I'm not gonna call it Moonwood from now on. I'm gonna call it Moon Waffle. Moon Waffle. What did I got more Moon Waffles. Moon Waffle. Give me the Moon Waffle. Oh, it's shiny Moon Waffle. It's a shiny Moon Waffle. Shiny Moon Waffles. Get your shiny Moon Waffles. Moon Waffles. Get your shiny Moon Waffles. Well, they still last. Morning has arrived. Oh, I got a coupon. Shut up, Mark. No! 335 fish to the tank colossal squid I wanted. Looks like I'm not good enough. But we're still gonna go catch it. Maybe that's what you get for wanting something too big. It's still late. Next look for another 30 minutes and 36 minutes. Maybe Mark Rober's the thing that gave me that luck. Maybe I should watch Mark Rober while trying to catch him colossal squid.
RPM motor. You're gonna stay on it? In theory. I lit the candles as I prepared to say hello to victory and potentially goodbye to Craigslist. Well, here we go. Spin it up!
I'll get my revenge against the colossal squid. I can no longer flex my over 300 thing. I was actually kind of glad because it didn't give me the achievement. Imagine if you had a 15 RPM a 1500 RPM rotor connected with two katanas, and you have a butane canister with let's just say candles in the room. Let me just tell you something. The butane's gonna explode, and the candles are not gonna be too well, because they're gonna be fine because they're just fire. But I don't know the glass connecting it. Bakery.
Starting with Kevin, who's resorting to some medieval tactics.
Kevin, you know what I think of your little catapult? What do you think, Bob? I think it's really cool. I hope it works.
Oh, Bob.
Sorry, I'm not gonna trash talk. Bring in the
It's not. What is that? Oh, that's a moonfish. Or something. No, that's a glacier. No, that's a glacier fish. Because a moonfish is a legendary glacier. I feel like I'm just gonna lose the colossal squid again. I'm gonna embarrass myself.
Wow, Kevin.
My lava minions are fired!
Alright, gentlemen, my strategy here is kind of simple. Continue with the medieval theme, flaming arrow. Strap him to his back. By the way, I got my archery merit badge at Boy Scouts. Is that why it's not catching on fire? It looks like it's supposed to catch on fire. Oh, yeah.
Guy, straight through.
Oh my god! That was supposed to be going! The X Factor back, baby!
Here we go. Got it. Oh,
Definitely the win.
there's no wind.
This is so sad. Ah! The lake is glitter there.
I'm gonna lose it. I got it again.
Good luck, too.
Well, now I feel bad. Quit being nice, Bob!
I have no resilience. And I don't have any enchant relics. So I can't just like, I don't know, like, can't just go over there at nighttime.
I literally have to light myself on fire.
Oh yeah, sorry, Bob.
Me and a Ryan Seacrest hairdo.
I think it's a good look.
It's way better than my regular hair.
Alright!
Bob's about to pull a Titanic.
2, 1. Okay. Firing.
Oh!
Fire.
Hit it, Bob! Let's go! Got the boat back, Bob!
Let's let it cool.
Who's that? Who's that? Who's that? Yeah, oh, yeah.
I thought I would be prepared after catching 335 fish.
Come on, guys, still going, still going.
Oh, yeah, look at you, you burned yourself! You're on fire!
That's what I'm talking about.
Bob, you have no mercy! It's already done! Bob!
I really want to win this.
It's sinking!
I think it's sinking! Bob, you animal! Relentless!
I mean, I think you win so far, but...
Okay.
And as the USS Laser sunk into the watery depths, like any good captain, Science Bob Seacrest went down with the ship. Look, it can be anyone's game at this point. Will, what's the call?
It's golden hour. You look incredibly handsome, but you're still the loser. Bob. Bob did damage.
What? You get a hug? And of course, I promised you a brand new boat, so there it is.
Oh, that's my goal. But I don't want that boat.
Have you ever wanted to go ice skating without having to deal with all that pesky cold ice? Or maybe fully investigate the viscous effects of sunlight? Maybe use the power of science to make things go boom. In a bunch of covered with a 12-week virtual summer camp. Now, a big part of the fun are the weekly episodes where we look at really cool science behind mega experiments like this. But I think my favorite part is seeing all the at-home super challenge submissions where you use your own creativity and budding engineering skills. It blew my mind. In fact, the best super challenge submission of the whole summer gets a platinum ticket to come right out here to be with me. Final episode, where as you can see, we don't hold back any punches. On top of that, using the Crunch Labs build boxes, we build a really fun toy together, right? Teaching all the juicy physics of how they work comes every month. To coincide with the week of Camp Crunch Labs videos and challenges,
Change anything?
we can ship them to you every week for 12 weeks straight. So don't spend all summer super bored as you forget everything you learned last year, and instead attend Camp Crunch Labs, where you'll have a blast. Growing your brain in delightful ways as you challenge yourself and learn to think like an engineer. Now, Camp Crunch Labs is for all Crunch Labs subscribers. If you haven't somehow subscribed yet, campcrunchlabs.com is one of the limited slots.
This isn't on.
Hiding inside this box is an absolute marvel of engineering you might just find protecting you the next time you're at a public event. That's got a lot of people. And while this just might look like a boring drone, it's actually one of the fastest in the world. It's autonomous, and it weighs 5 times more than is typical, because the purpose of this drone is to lock onto a bad guy drone trying to do bad guy things, and then smash it into 1,000 pieces. Now the drones have become so incredibly cheap, fast, and maneuverable, it's only a matter of time before they're used to carry explosives to attack key infrastructure.
Yeah, I got the same thing.
Engineers would handle the same problem. And I don't want to give too much away, but it might involve giant dart turrets, Tesla foil water guns, and the world's largest vortex cannon. Now to kick things off with the pros,
Melee, you got blood on my suit. You got blood on my suit.
right out the gate, the first is jamming, where you just overwhelm the drone with fake radio signals so it can no longer hear the instructions from the human operator and they lose control. 70% of all consumer drones are from DJI, and they actually provide the equipment to law enforcement that will jam the communications like this. The second method to take out a drone with bad intentions is hacking, where you remotely hack into the drone using the radio signal, and then by exploiting known problems in the software, you can take control and force it to land or crash. But Palmer pointed out the potential Achilles heel for both of these first two methods.
All they have to do to bypass that is use a different brand of drone, use a different brand of radio, use a different frequency, or build a drone that doesn't even use those frequencies in the first place.
Besides the most popular consumer
I want to give up and play something else, but I know I'll get it at one point.
Site services are so high that it keeps fire. This works pretty well against plastic drones. Once again, there's weakness.
What if I just hang a 5-cent high tin? It takes orders of magnitude more energy to burn through a metal reflective high tin. It just doesn't work.
The next method is a focused beam of microwave energy like an EMP. The goal here is to induce a current in the drone electronics so high that it fries the brain of the drone. As Palmer explained, all a bad guy has to do to mitigate this is to buy some cheap copper tape from Home Depot, and once you cover the body of the drone, it becomes practically invisible to this attack.
We can reduce the amount of power that gets to the internal electronics from an EMP by orders of magnitude.
And that means that a microwave beam gun that was previously able to fry a drone at 2,000 meters away now only works if that copper-taped drone is 2 meters away. So now the beam gun is basically useless. Coming in at number 5 are nuts from other drones. And this makes sense if you're trying to capture the bad drone for forensic investigation. But net-carrying drones, by default, are going to be slower and less maneuverable, so they're beatable with speed and agility. Now, all this would be real bad news were it not for the sixth method that even works if you designed a super drone that combines all the tricks to defeat methods 1 through 5.
What is that? I never caught that. What is that? Oh, it's carbon free. What the flip are you? Oh, I noticed you got Sharpie.
Because this method is so foolproof, Angela makes a blazing fast drone appropriately called Anvil, whose only job is to use kinetic energy to bust up a dangerous drone into thousands of pieces.
Imagine a children's bowling ball thrown twice as fast as a Major League Baseball fastball. That's what it's like getting hit by it.
And so naturally, after hearing all of this, I wanted to see it in action, so they took me out to their test grounds, where they set up a scenario where a bad guy drone was zooming towards our position.
Thank goodness we got Anvil.
Now they immediately identified the drone before it had taken off, and that's due to the towers you see here. Each tower has sensors on it, such as radar, optical cameras, or IR detectors. Then they use computer vision, machine learning, and AI to detect, classify, and track everything of interest in a designated area. It's so precise, in fact, it will actually identify and track every single bird on the test range. They call this software system Lattice, and it's the real secret sauce at the core of their company.
So what we do is we detect a drone, classify what it is, and if it's something that Anvil needs to go after, let's say you try to jam it, you try to hack it, it doesn't work, you now launch Anvil.
Oh, here it goes.
Anvil immediately zoomed out to the bad guy drone, but importantly, it didn't engage. Instead, it just locked into position about 30 meters underneath it, perfectly mirroring the other drone's movements, turn for turn, just waiting for a human operator to give the go-ahead to use his terminal guidance sensors to close the gap and attack from below, smashing into the drone at speeds approaching 200 miles an hour. And besides just Anvil, they have other systems too, such as Roadrunner here, which is designed to take out faster and larger drones where you would typically have to fire a Patriot missile. But unlike a Patriot missile, Roadrunner costs an order of magnitude less, and if you just scare off the threat without needing to engage, then it can come back.
A-B.
There's a lot of sensitive places where you don't want
Is that
to
safe?
have no idea who's there and what they might be doing.
So now we've got a handle on how the pros
Good thing I already know how to use
Question
it.
you're probably wondering is how would
I
Mark
can't even get to the gun store.
I think the answer is it would probably look something. That fires a 6-shooter barrel worth of preloaded mega darts. And so to properly test out how effective this was, I called 3 of my engineering buddies who also came up with their own ideas on how they would tackle the problem. And it sort of turned into a first-person backyard engineering competition. So in addition to mega darts, their designs might include a fully electrified drum circa, a vortex cannon that can do some real damage, and even a very scrappy system that does a little of its own. But for context on our bootstrapped engineering showdown, it's important that I first let you know about a super secret project that I've been working on for 2 years, because ever since I launched Crunch Labs, the biggest bit of feedback is to have a bunch of fun learning how to create and build. But what about something for teenagers and adults? Well, I'm going to say that starting today, that exists. And this is it. It's called It's basically a series of really fun programmable robots that get delivered right to your door, where we build it together and learn step-by-step the kinds of engineering skills that go into making the builds on my channel. And don't be intimidated, because all these use a programmable microcontroller as the brain. So if you can put together a Lego set, you can put together this. And it will work right out of the box. No programming required, and it will still be really fun.
What if I told you that just $1 can help save a life? When you make a single dollar donation to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital,
Oh wait, this is the wrong gun.
world-class healthcare to the kids at St. Jude. Donate today at stjude.org.
fun.
Little 13 look gun
Heck yeah. Meaning for the first desktop turret robot, it works just like my mega turret, where the IR remote can spin it 360 degrees, and you can fire the 6-shooter barrel worth of preloaded darts, either one at a time or
Not very
after
many.
which you just refill the magnetic snap-on barrel cartridge. And then for the next box, you'll be building this awesome domino robot that will follow any
This is the block.
dominoes right on that path. But then it knows to stop for a refill when it runs out. After that, you've got this oversized custom label maker that works using just a Sharpie and a roll of masking tape for this beautiful sand garden controlled with the polar gantry. But here's the thing that makes these totally different. And this is the real magic of HackPack. You can easily hack the brains of any of these robots in a bunch of ways to completely level up the functionality. So for example, for the desktop turret, you can make it password protected, so only you can control it. And if your friend tries and gets it wrong, the robot's gonna let him know that. Or there's a party mode, sort of like Pie Face, where everyone sits around the table and it will spin around as it turns to his chair to unload the full barrel of darts. There's even hardware hacks too, so it can continuously scan your office, and if you add a proximity sensor to detect an intruder, it will give them 6 convincing rapid-fire reasons to get the heck out. So all these cool ideas act as a motivator for you to check out the web-based coding module where you can plug in your robot brain and make any of these updates. And when you're there, you'll see there's 3 levels. At level 1, the code is fully locked down, and you can only swap out the full code for verified new hacks, like the password. At level 2, you can now change some key variables, like how quickly the barrel turns, or how many numbers to put in your passcode. And then at level 3, you have full access to change everything. And since my goal is to take you from wherever you're currently at and then level you up, there's a community where you can ask questions and pose an AI chatbot or a robot that will check your code for you and help you implement your and each release the HackPack box that gets delivered to your door not only includes the video for me that shows you how to put it together, but each video also gives you a juicy nugget about the tools I use to build and code stuff, so you can grow your creative engineering brain muscles one step at a time. We put up the lid sticker instruction video for this first box, plus a 20-minute Arduino crash course on the Crunch Labs YouTube channel, so you can see for yourself that we're not cutting any corners. Just like with my YouTube videos, I love taking complicated things that you always wanted to learn to code. This is for you. But if you're a master coder builder, this is also for you, because this is a community. So I'll absolutely be looking for the most impressively ridiculous hacks and modifications, and then we'll be sure all the other subscribers see them so they can be inspired to make their own. It's a great activity to do with friends, family, or even just by yourself. You've always wanted to make and build cool stuff, but just haven't figured out that first step. Above all that, a couple times a year, I'll randomly select one box in which I'll place the Platinum Diploma. And if your box has it, congratulations, because college is now free for you or a loved one you want to transfer. Plus, you can come out to Crunch Labs and brainstorm some ideas with me and my team. So if you want to embark on this journey of discovery with me, CrunchLabs.com is the link in the description. We're to say thank you. We're giving away 1 free box as an early subscriber special. We poured our hearts into these for over 2 years, and I am so confident your brain is going to love them. But supplies are definitely limited on this first run, so be sure to go check out that link in the video description. And with that, let's get to the competition.
Gentlemen, what's the confidence level at? You're gonna be like, I have a show. I'm excited to face off my turret versus your turret. Your turret actually shoots things. How do you know about
It's controllable with a HackPack turret remote.
No, I'm just move it that way.
Lucky for the boys, the turret got distracted as the first drone took to the sky, closing at a height where only a mega turret could possibly bring it down.
I could absolutely hit that on our
And while that might be true for the average person, none of us are exactly first to be picked in gym class type material. At any rate, it was time to see what this bad boy can do.
Let me line it up. Hold on. Oh yeah, that's looking good.
3, 2, 1.
That was pretty cool. Yeah. But you missed. Dang it.
Finally, the definitely not made up on the rules state that if the dart makes contact with the drone, you get one final bonus shot.
Wants to try and top that? Me? Oh, God. First up, oh! Yeah. Coming for your drones! This feels like it's bigger than this. This is the B-Rad camp. Avian defense turret. Families never get a bill from St. Jude for treatment, trickle down. Because every family deserves focusing on their child. St. Jude makes magic happen for thousands of families every year. Donate today to see how far your dollar can go. Avian defense? So what, you scare birds with that? Yeah, and shoot down drones.
This concept was actually invented 200 years ago. Shooting at clouds in the sky to try and save the crops. They found that far less than the application was just to shoot it towards birds to scare them away from eating all the seeds.
You're gonna look so silly if the drone doesn't get shot down with this.
Just for a combustion chamber and then give it a spark, you basically get a single shot rocket engine.
3, 2, 1, fire! Fire! Wow, Kevin, real impressive. Oh my God! It actually totally died.
14.
Wow, that looks like a really.
That's what I realized it was also a great way to play a certain game called Chicken.
Bring it on!
And if you think for a second we were scared to stand before this gigantic cannon, what's even more scary?
My bullets are getting caught in his armor. Okay, so that's what that sign means. If you see that, that means they have armor on it. It's not getting caught. Okay, next.
But we ran out of jet fuel, so sadly we had to move on.
This is my invention. This is a Tesla coil. You know when you rub your feet on a carpet and you get a spark?
Yeah, I know.
This is like a billion times more powerful than that. 3, 2, 1. Tesla coil!
There was a contest for the coolest inventions. That's pretty cool, right? Alan definitely would have won right on the spot. But it wasn't.
You're like that soccer give it throw. Alright, here's my real plan. Salty electrically conductive goo. Is that legal?
What in the world is this?
So this is xanthan gum and salt. It should conduct electricity. That nozzle is going to shoot a stream of goo, so when it touches the drone, it's going to fry it. Well, it's just salty protein, and Tesla coil on!
As predicted, the coil on its own had nowhere near the range to hit the drone.
Goo stream on! Oh, wow, why is it so low? That's so good.
And it seemed like the goo wouldn't either. But after a little pressure, the electric goo gun made contact.
Oh, come on! Oh, yes! Oh, yes!
What happened? Hello?
Alan had taken it
What
out
happened?
for good.
Tell me what happened.
To be alive.
Don't
There
mess
was
me
no way
around
to salvage
with
things
people
here,
around.
so
What you
sadly,
talking about? There's a whole downtown city underground sewers. What city? Or the whole road system, I don't know, but I have seen too much. Keep talking. I said too much. They threatened me and beat me up.
I said.
Well, it's a secret dealer you're telling me. The dealer is now a gun store corner on your eyes, on your screen.
Alright, Will, I think it's your turn.
It's this.
Okay.
Special effect? I didn't know you could order a fog. But out of the fog, William's creation gloriously emerged.
What told you that save a life? When you make a single dollar donation to St. Jude Children's Hospital, you are helping to contribute world-class healthcare to the kids. Thank you.
Hold on to that. Wait.
And this was the point where I realized Will had taken a sudden interest in rockets. Run away, Mark. And it was totally tracking me. Will had very ambitiously taken the Android approach of attempting to actively track the target group. Ultimately, his hunting drone was using 8 overlapping photo detectors to look for a specific IR source of the target drone I was holding, and then it would keep itself oriented in the direction where that signal was the strongest.
You have to attach this thing to the target drone for your drone to know where it is?
Yeah.
I mean, how's it going to take it down?
Let's do it.
And this is where Will brought in his secret weapon, Peter Schriepel. But to be fair, all Peter was actually doing was hitting the gas pedal on the drone at the right time. All the other choices were being made autonomously by the drone itself.
Okay, I'm taking off and going autonomous. Alright, so it's hunting! It's hunting!
After a series of near misses,
Yes!
the hunter got serious, smashing into the drone for the final kill of the night and taking a much-deserved victory.
That's cool.
Time to announce the winner of the Drone Defense Derby. I get to decide. Since
What
this
is
my
this?
channel, and honestly, I
Really something great. This is very good right now. Love good
It's very, very impressive.
What did you do to Bob? Who is Bob? Gunshot owner. Oh, he's crazy. Don't listen to him. He'll leave this city soon, so you'll have to buy weapons from us now.
Way possible while having a ton of fun at the same time. Be sure to check out that link in the video description, crunchyroll.com, to get your free Hack Pack box as the early adopter special.
I got a bulletproof vest on now. I'm like level 15.
Who's that? Dennis, who's that? Who's that? Who is that? Dennis. Oh, yeah, look at that happy dog. Look at that happy dog.
What the fuck is a rule? Oh god, that thing's.
This is space, and this is an egg moment.
What's an exotic?
Attempted the world's highest egg drop. Yourself in school, the goal is to build a contraption that can protect a raw egg from breaking when dropped from the tallest height possible. So my original plan was to drop an egg in a contraption I built from the world's tallest building.
Made in the United States. It's a U.S. a Russian AK. Austria, but it's a U.S. made.
3 years ago, I knew if I could draw on my experience of landing stuff on other planets, I would be guaranteed the record. But what I didn't know is this would be the most physically
Short bump. Okay, sure. So I need level whatever that is. I need level your mom. Okay. Just okay. I need level 17, and I'm level 15. So 2 more levels, which is basically 5 million more kills. Got it.
this would be the most physically, financially,
I just started unloading on that balloon.
The rocket would eventually accelerate past Mach 1, breaking the speed of sound, and then it would autonomously calculating the terminal velocity of an egg. And by terminal velocity, I mean that any object, including humans, have a maximum speed at which they fall once the force of Earth pulling you towards it balances with the pushback force for bumping into more and more air molecules as you start to fall faster. For humans, that max speed is about 120 miles per hour.
Ladies and gentlemen, so laughing at those.
After 7 years of trying. Joe was in charge of tracking and guiding the rocket to the mattress it was using. I was in charge of food. In other words, how we would keep the egg from freezing on the way up in a little oven with heaters which would break away before we dropped, along with the mechanisms to release the egg itself. Release the egg! His first trip to Green. Basically, before we spent all the time all the way up in space, we were here just to do a low altitude test at 10,000 feet, just to prove to ourselves that we could steer the rocket using the fins. We're setting all sorts of world's largest mattress, fastest egg, tallest egg drop. What could possibly go wrong? Besides like 4,000 things. And so with everything
At St. Jude, there's one thing that makes us all family. Finding cures, saving children. Family is how St. Jude started. And family is how we keep going.
In this family, every child deserves a chance to live their best life. Families never receive a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food. That's what you do for family.
1 in 5 kids in the U.S. still won't survive cancer. That number
This family, we won't stop until no child dies from cancer.
This holiday season, join our St. Jude family. We need you. Please,
Ay, ya vayan. Mother flipper.
including the last-minute decision to add a metallic stream to the back of the rocket to make it easier to visually track.
We've got redundancy all over the place here. It's redundant igniters marked as 2 servos on the fairing. Dumb failure.
And that's exactly when we had our first dumb failure. We gotta scrub the launch. We were just walking back, and the eggs all poop, and it out. Scrubbing the launch, unfortunately, had to release all the helium out of the balloon, which is an opportunity I'm not gonna lose. The last-minute addition of the metallic streamer was interfering with the GPS signal, calculating the speed, so we thought it was time to release the egg. So early the next morning, we were back at it with a few modifications, the most important being swapping the metallic tracking streamer with one made from plastic. Good news is there's hardly any way to degrees cooler, which means our mattresses are kind of frozen. Nevertheless, we pushed forward, don't trip, apart, as I very carefully delivered the rocket to the new balloon launch site. Send it, baby! We'll send it!
It's happening. Can we see it?
Oh, yeah, I see it!
Oh, there it is.
And while the whole thing was really cool,
So we,
it's rising at a slower rate than we anticipated,
We're already south and we're only halfway up.
which totally threw off the predicted trajectory. And so after a few more minutes, we decided to manually drop the rocket, because we were already way too far off course for the rocket to make the lateral distance to Memphis.
3, 2, 1, click.
No way, there's Volt.
that's not good.
And that's when we encountered the second problem of the day, as the pins actively forced the rocket into an uncontrolled death spiral. Altitude 14.
Well, it landed somewhere.
Check the matches, just in case. And since we had the GPS coordinates of the rocket, we headed
Mark, I think I might have some bad news.
At which point we stumbled on an entire field of sitting birds, which is another opportunity I'm not going to let it just pass me by.
There's no egg.
The egg did reveal the fact that this is out means the egg did come out. The movable fins seemed to be actually forcing the rocket into that tailspin, which was surprising because Joe had definitely run through a lot of analysis coming here. So after connecting he was able to locate and fix a single row negative sign in the code that seemed to be causing all the control issues, which meant we're ready to give this one final try. We had run out of spare parts and spare weapons, so regardless of outcome, this would be a final attempt. If we couldn't land the egg on a mattress from 10,000 feet up, we wouldn't have any hope of pulling it off, coming all the way down through space.
I'm standing in the middle.
Caught.
The egg will be landing.
Didn't.
Otherwise, we're pivoting. And my new video is world's largest mattress.
Who's that?
Your mom.
Now, in order for the balloon to hit the target mattress, for each launch, which raises an interesting question maybe you've wondered yourself. How do airplanes steer themselves? Or I guess even just know where they're going to land? And the answer is, computers know the wind direction and speed at every height as you go up. These are the predicted wind directions and speeds we would need to launch here to be directly above the mattress when we got to 10,000 feet. But how we know all this information is the fascinating part. Because every day it's someone's job to launch two balloons like this into the sky at noon and midnight London time. But this is done in over 1,000 locations all around the world at those same two exact moments. And these balloons all have something called a radiosonde attached to them that measures things like altitude, pressure, temperature, and wind, and then they transmit the information back to the ground stations, which gets fed into supercomputers, and that's the reason weather and wind predictions can be so accurate. So it turns out that these massive weather balloons go up every day, and then eventually pop and just land somewhere. And since they're transmitting a signal, some folks make a hobby out of just trying to track it down.
How close are we to the drop point?
And this time we were releasing right in the target.
Oh! Boom, boom, boom.
Challenges on the other.
Where is it? Grab a chair! 400. Grab a chair! Altitude 98 meters.
time for the ultimate phone a friend with my buddy Adam Stelzner, who you might recognize as this guy from when we landed Curiosity on Mars. He has a PhD from Caltech, and he's also the chief engineer for Perseverance and Mars Sample Return. And so after explaining to Adam what we were trying to do, he immediately spotted a fatal flaw.
And you're doing turbo guidance to something about the size of a house. How do you do that? I mean, I know how you physically do that. How do you not get busted by the FAA?
In other words, we were basically attempting to make a precision-guided missile.
There are thousands of people who've done this before, and they are sworn by no law not to say a single word.
And to be fair, we raised it. The people who could help us actually can't, and even if we figured it out ourselves, the ethics of just letting that have to be. And so after a fruitful discussion with Adam,
yeah, that's a bad thing. I should have done that 20
we decided to pivot, and instead of a precision-guided egg landing on a mountain small town, we set our sights on a much more general egg landing target by heading out to the desert. As part of the pivot, we design and spent a couple of months designing and building a new system that borrowed heavily.
Oh, let's go with Lower Sensing. Tech 9 time. Tech 9.
Go to space on a weather balloon, but this time the rocket would have fins that didn't move, and it would be 3 times as long and 4 times as
Tech
heavy.
9, give me that Tech 9, baby.
Supersonic speeds on
Give
the
me
way
that
down.
Tech 9,
Just like NASA separates
baby.
the cruise stage in the upper atmosphere and then uses aerobraking to
Put it
dissipate much of the
on.
energy and speed, we would separate from the back half of the rocket about halfway down after we'd already broken the sound barrier, and because this system now weighed much less, it would naturally aerobrake and reduce its speed to the new lower terminal velocity. On Mars, the next step is the parachute deployment followed by windshield separation, and we would follow the time by launching our own parachute and then release our own nose cone.
Wait, it's not full auto?
Cushioning airbag besides here, which we borrowed from the Spanish landings. It was intentionally ambitious and extremely complicated, but after a couple months of complete redesigning and building, we found ourselves in the desert feeling cautiously optimistic. And now there's a cool part to our lucky orange parachute, because when I left NASA, my friends gave me this rectangular piece of nylon. And for scale, that's the exact same rectangle here as part of the parachute Curiosity rover used to land. So that piece of parachute is actually one of the main rectangles you see here as they were running final tests in the world's largest hub. And so it only felt
Oh, yeah, look at that happy dog. Look at that happy dog.
Holy cow, what was that? I think that almost broke my eardrums.
that after some scribing,
I had to cover my ear.
and a little sewing, it did nobly
Jesus Christ, what was that? I need something that's full auto. But I know there's a gun I can get at level 21 that is full auto, I think.
And while I was feeling optimistic,
They gave me a semi-auto Tech 9.
So early the next morning, the crew in charge of the balloon got to the launch site to start filling it up. And this balloon looks like space, carry more weight, and they're going to pop, which means they equalize to the pressure, and it's impossible for them to pop. So when you want it to come down, you send a signal that will pull down the strings on the side of the balloon, and it opens like a The downside is they're incredibly lightweight and so.
The good thing about the Tech 9 is it's actually got.
And then we're about an hour into filming the massive piece of healing we had, and we made a gut-wrenching discovery.
I'm just not realizing.
Hey dude, I got bad news. We have to scrub. Start taking the helium out of the balloon.
Can't resolve. So we're sucking out the helium from the balloon and trying for another day. So
Now for context, fact, Joe was in charge of this part of the rocket, and my team were in charge of all of this. And while we each tested our individual systems ad nauseam, it wasn't until that morning that we were able to test the integration of the two systems together. When we did, it became immediately clear to me it's holding on to that thing fantastically. The problem is, this is so long and heavy, as soon as it wiggles, it's going to want to bend for intense compression. But this time what I'm going to do is, that's not going to work out. There's no other balloon in the world this size. This is the only one for like another month. We're trying to save this one so we can hopefully reuse it, but any slight little damage, touch it in the wrong spot, and now that's an imperfection that may actually be a failure. And this was an absolute low point for me. The integration of two independent systems is such a classic failure point in engineering. I felt crushed by nervousness. And financial concerns aside, I felt like I had just let everyone down. Not just my team and the rest of the people helping out, but all the other folks, some of whom drove 6 hours to come out and help as well. But that's the thing with failures. They can sting like crazy, but it's really just the process to learn one more way not to do a thing. And so even as I sat there feeling pretty bad, like any good engineer, I was already coming up with a list of all the things we were going to fix to get back out here and try this dang thing. And this principle of resiliency is something I think can be learned. In fact, I believe this so much.
I think I'm gonna just stay here during night. I don't think anyone knows.
Like an engineer. So with the build box, not only do you get a server for toy to put together every month, but you do it alongside me while I teach you all the basic physics and how it works.
This is my favorite spot.
Succeeding together to the principles really sink in. So
You
if
have
you're
high
a kid and
ground.
you're looking for something to put at the top of your
The cheese is on.
be the household hero, set
Gives
a
you blue range.
And as far as my plan to bounce back from my own failure, we did 4 things
Oh,
to
shit.
really get serious.
Shit. You silly me. No, I'm gonna change this to 30.
Design that can handle the bending moment. And the to separate the two halves of the black powder jar. Second, we ran some vacuum and temperature tests on a raw egg. There's no air pressure and it's really, really cold in space. So if you don't do something to protect the egg for the 2 hours it takes to cook,
Wicked lava.
the egg every time. So we tested some heaters in our egg chamber and proved that they keep the egg warm. Third,
Okay, what level do I get the MP5? What level can I get the MP5 at?
even the part of my own hardware and curiosity that I sent a dirt sample from the arm into the belly of the rover had 2 doors that opened to the Part of these redundancy meant making a 2-foot wide piece of beach ball that we would stuff with a second egg surrounded in packing materials with a 20-foot streamer on the back we would just drop like a rock. We would be dead safe. No parachutes to deploy, no autonomous timing sequences, and no fancy mechanisms. This would be our redundant, yet I would argue kind of boring, second chance opportunity to land a safe egg. And fourth and finally, we went to a local crane yard to test both our solutions at their respective terminal velocities, starting first with the beach ball. Come on, baby! After that, we tested the final landing configuration. Oh yeah! By the way, the actual rover parachute held perfectly. Mwah! And so after all that, we made the 6-hour trek back to the desert for what I was really hoping would be the last time. Hey guys! After 4 failed attempts, we had learned so much, which left me feeling cautiously optimistic. And right out of the gate, we got 2 bits of really good news. The first relates to that no possible way to replace it. Just barely touching the balloon leaves it stressed and creates a weak point for it to tear, so I was obsessively checking.
Why does this Tech 9 have like 20 rounds in it? How is that 32?
You might recognize Al as the other guy here with that who actually said this.
Touchdown confirmed. Proceed.
So after all the requisite last-minute preparations and 3 long years, here we go, girl. It was finally time for liftoff.
Ready?
3, 2, 1.
We're gonna get my first off. Full load. I don't know, brother. You ready? I've been born ready.
The balloon ascent rate.
Alright, we're gonna use the AR-15 micro when you're at level 20. Thanks.
Is that how it's supposed to look?
I'm level 17.
And it takes about 2 hours to get all the way up in space.
Let's get killed one.
So once the balloon hit 30,000 feet, we decided to hop in the car and drive over the balloon. About 45 minutes away. So far, it's all systems nominal. Right rate, we've passed some critical threshold points, and we're still in the game. Time is the charm, as they say. And we eventually started outrunning the balloon in the car, so we pulled over for a bit and reached an important altitude milestone of 100,000 feet. That's 19 miles up and 2.5 times higher than a typical commercial plane flies. And because the balloon expands so large as it rises, we realized that it actually even spotted from the ground, which was awesome.
Oh yeah, no, I see it. Yeah, dude, that's totally it.
What wasn't awesome was when moments later Joe, while looking through the binoculars, made this gut-wrenching observation.
Really big and then really small. Saw it small?
Yeah,
It like seems to be smaller.
but it's just weird that it would just completely disappear. Which was followed by a devastating call from the balloon tracking team.
It dropped within the last 2 minutes.
Yeah, that's 30,000 feet over the last 5 minutes. Just pop.
But these don't pop, there's zero pressure.
What if I told you that just $1 can help save a life?
Shut up, Michelle.
With a single dollar donation to St. Jude Children's Research Hospital, you are helping to contribute.
Michelle, I know this. I know this ad, Michelle.
But unbeknownst to us, relative to the balloon for about 10 minutes. This meant the cord that attaches to the string that self-destructs the balloon was being wrapped around tighter and tighter until it was so tight it pulled down on the balloon string that is designed to essentially unzip itself. And so before we even had the chance to release the rocket and beach ball from the balloon, it all started coming down in one big tangle at 150 miles per hour, which is way faster than exits. And as we drove over, all I could think about was how our car rests solely in the hands of the redundant systems we put in place.
Oh, fire.
I think it's
So
probably
zero.
about.
This was our Apollo 13 moment. If our payload could autonomously jettison itself from the tangled rocket balloon mess at 20,000 feet, then it would be able to deploy our Lucky Orange parachute and land the eggs in its airbags. And as we parked, we knew what was done was done. There was nothing left to do but go on a hunt to find the wreckage and reveal our fate. I see the orange. That looks like a rover parachute. Okay. We got it, big. Seeing the payload all by itself was a huge deal because it meant it had actually autonomously ejected itself from the mangled weather balloon mess at 20,000 feet. And later, when we checked the footage, this is exactly what it did. I knew by this point not to get my hopes up. So let's look through the window, a little bit of dirt. See. Good, definitely touchdown. Touchdown confirmed. Whether or not we're safe on ours is TBD, right?
Check it out, be sure.
Oh man.
Level 2.
Touchdown confirmed. We're safe on Earth.
Oh, fuck. 20 more.
In space, and now it's on Earth, and it's not broken. I thought you tracked the beach ball, which is just extra credit. The backup, the simple solution, the true engineer solution here.
2 more.
Touchdown confirmed. Look at that. We're safe on Earth.
We are safe on Earth! experience in hand, I was reminded that in life, things rarely unfold how you think they will. By learning from your failures, coupled with a bit of tenacity, us humans can accomplish a feat as incredible as the world's largest Martian robot, or as ridiculous as the world's tallest. You know what would be cool? Because, like, I hope you learned something by watching this video, but how much...
Families never get a bill from St. Jude for treatment, travel, housing, or food. Because every family deserves focusing on their child's healing. St. Jude makes magic happen for thousands of families every year. Donate today to see how far your dollar can go.
I couldn't figure making lunch, so I placed an order for some Bendy's a couple minutes ago, and now they're 4 seconds away.
Oh.
That is a nearly sentient drone system that can deliver a package from the sky right to my backyard in as little as 2 minutes with dinner plate accuracy. And as far as I'm concerned, that's basically teleportation. This is the very near future of package delivery from a company called... It's been over a decade since we first found a drone delivery that looked like this, and to be honest, I was never that stoked about it because I couldn't imagine that anyone would actually want something
Did my gun actually jam? I saw my gun actually jammed. Jam. Jam. Storage.
Off the road, but it would be a lot faster than a car. It would be fully electric, of energy for delivery. And with zipline, because the droid that lowers the package can move laterally in any direction, it can make a dartboard-sized precision landing even in high winds, while the main drone is 400 feet up in the sky, making the whole thing whisper quiet. That is very quiet. Also due in part to the clever design of these really funky propellers. As you all know, I only make about 10 videos a year, and while those start to seem ridiculous, I'd like to dedicate one video to just how clever people are using engineering to change the world for the better. And to be clear, the company I'm talking about today is not sponsoring this or paying me in any way. I'm just really impressed by the work that they're doing and how they're doing it. So we'll circle back in a minute to exactly how they're going to pull off deliveries of short-range drones in a city. But it begs the question, if they can make it work there, why not use gliding drones to cover longer distances to deliver critical medical supplies for countries with lots of remote villages? Well, as it turns out, catapulting life-saving blood through the skies is what they've already been doing for over 6 years. Head out to Rwanda to understand where this all started. And immediately after showing up, we were right in the thick of it as drones were taking off and landing.
What?
As another one land every 90 seconds. They're coming from everywhere.
Why did they make that little mountain?
Of an F1 pit crew. So here's a crash course on how it works. It all starts with an order coming in from a doctor at a hospital. Say, for example, for an emergency supply of blood. Then once it's all packed up, it gets passed out to be placed in the belly of the drone, and then the whole thing is placed on the launcher. At that point, they attach the wings, then secure the battery, followed by the nose cone. Then after some pre-flight safety checks, they launch the drone within 90 seconds of the order coming in. The catapult launcher takes the drone from 0 to 65 miles an hour in a third of a second.
Am I not wearing a vest anymore?
It's a pretty clever design too.
Because I spent $200 on this. No, I am no longer wearing a vest. I just spent $200 on this.
To drop the package, land safely using the parachute. Having now completed the mission, it continues to make some decisions to autonomously navigate back home from as far away as 150 miles. Then taking it approaches the military-grade GPS broadcasts its position within 1 centimeter, so these two poles know exactly when to swing up at the last possible moment, snagging a hook on the tail with the cable, which safely slows it down. Then once it's settled to a stop, the crew comes in to remove the battery and wings, and it all goes back into rotation. The whole thing is really impressive and incredibly robust, which means it works in pretty much any weather. Because there's no human steering it, it has no issues flying at night. So they run the operation 24 hours a day, which is how in 6 years they managed to make those often life-saving deliveries. That is the uppermost top of the iceberg tip of how they're doing what they're doing. But what you should know is
So of course, I'm sure you guys know where I'm headed, but just in case you don't know, go to Ancient Isles, or as I call it, Ancient Islay, make your way across these rocks, and come to this waterfall. And then, here we go. Okay, make your way through the waterfall, let's go down to the archives. Alright, here we are, last glide, and there it is. Alright, so we of course want to make our way to the crafting table, I'm sure you guys know by now, but I just like to go over it for the new players. Now, here are all the rods that you can craft. Recently, I crafted the Rod of Forgotten Bank, and of course, the Krampus Rod. The rod we're going to be focusing on today is the Rod of the Eternal King. I'm not going to lie, this rod actually looks really epic. So, with the stats of this rod, it's lure speed of 50%, so a little bit worse than the Rod of Forgotten Fang. But, look at this! 160%, bro! 160%! That's the highest look you can get in the game on any rod. That is crazy. The control is 0.175, and the resilience is 15%, so not bad. Unfortunately, max kilogram is only 75,000 kilograms, but I mean, that will do for most fish. And with this rod, look at this. Every 30 seconds, a 10% chance summons a royal escort. Increase the look by 150% for 10 seconds. If you miss a catch, there's a 15% chance of immediately catching a higher rarity fish. And then all fish have a 20% chance to be greedy. And remember that last part of the sentence, because that's going to be important later in the video. So, in order to get like 7 Inferno Woods from the Roslet Volcano? No! No! Dude! I sold up all my Inferno Wood! I'm so stupid. Okay, I guess guess I'm gonna have to get more Inferno wood. What else do we need? Okay, we need golden seed pills. That shouldn't be too hard. And of course, we need lunar thread. Thankfully, I do have those already. Okay, so let's go into mission to get Inferno wood, golden seed pills, and we need 250,000 cash. Now, luckily, I am rich in the game. I've got 5.3 million, so cash is not don't worry, because for every 1 new subscriber we gain, I'm adding 1 Robux to the Christmas pot. And dude, I cannot believe what the Christmas pot You guys are absolutely insane. I'm gonna go bankrupt because of it. Right, so first things first, let's get over to one. Alright, for Manchester, there it is! Spawn votes anywhere. You know what? Alright, so anyway, let's get back to the mission. We're gonna go towards Roslyn Volcano, so we're coming to Roslyn Bay and eat ourselves here. There we go. Now we're just gonna make our way into the volcano, and of course we're gonna have to change our mission. Here you are. Reinforced rod, we've got hasty on it, easy peasy. So now I just need to fish until I get 3 Inferno woods. This can take it looks like we're actually getting a a jolly pyro group, dude, and it's all red. What is that? Wait, bro, let me take this outside. I need to see it. No way did we get 100% red mutation. I can see a little bit of grass here, but other than that, it's all red. It's got a grass eye. What is this? I'm gonna chuck it back into the lava. I don't want it. I'm actually gonna try and glide across. Hopefully we don't die. Let's see. Easy peasy. I normally get this. Actually, right here. And I'm getting a pyro group again. Alright, let me actually try to switch something up. So instead of using holly berries, what's good for Inferno wood? Maybe I'll go nitrogen, which is better universal one. Let's see. Alright, you know what, guys? I'm just gonna fish here for a while until I manage to get this Inferno wood. 15 minutes later. Oh, wait! Dude, I'm getting a shiny swordfish. Wait. No. I've not had one of these yet. Sparkling obsidian swordfish.
Draco or Draco?
Instead of normal Inferno wood. But I mean, if you compare the two, they look exactly the same to me. So I'm gonna try to trade in the jollies. So next up, we're back outside, and of course, we're gonna make our way back towards Asian Isles. So let's go snowmobile and let's get out. Wait, actually, what am I talking about? We don't even need to. Just behind Roslyn, there's actually Roslyn Bay. So go to this right here. Right here, this is great. Now what we need to do is to try and get those golden seed pills. Now let's go fish radar. Look around here. So these are all clamps. This whole section gives you clamps. And basically what we need to get out of here is some seed pills, and most importantly the golden seed pill. And we don't need 1, we need 2 of them. So before we even try to trade in the Inferno wood, we might as well just stay here to get the golden seed pills. So let me go back to my rod of Forgotten Bank, because we no longer need the reinforced rod, and can actually just get fishing here. Dude, I love the instant blur. Like the fact that I don't have to shake the rod of Forgotten Bank is so good. I mean, I do have hasty on it as well, which makes it way better, but it's honestly so good. Okay, there we go. See that? We've got a gilded pearl, and you basically get them by catching the crabs. You don't always get a pearl, sometimes you just get crabs. So let's fish here until we get 2 golden sea pearls. I'm actually not sure how rare these are. Okay, we've got albino clam and a normal pearl. We've got a normal pearl again. Oh, and there's a meg coming out with a clam as well. Oh, let's go through. We've got sea bass. Come on. Keep going. Oh, rose pearl. And that's actually a new discovery as well. Sea pearl and albino clam.
Did I not search my block?
I've pearl is a little bit more tricky to get. At least I've got this epic rod to accompany me whilst I do this. I'm honestly so in love with this rod, guys. Okay, this isn't working, but I've just thought of an idea. What if it actually swaps to the rod of depths? Okay, I've got rod of depths, and I've actually currently got divine on it, so let's try this. By the way, I do have a skin for the rod of depths as well, and it's epic. It's got a little rainbow around it. The reason that I'm gonna go with the depths rod is because the ghost actually catches stuff for you as well. So let's see if this will make it easier to get golden pearl. Okay, I got a normal pearl. Oh, that looks kind of golden down there. Wait a second. And it's moving really quick. Is this it? This could be it. I'm all over the place. Oh no, it's a yellow boxfish. Okay. Oh dude, what is this? Is that hexed? Why does it look pink? Oh no, it's an electric clam. Okay, this could be it. My camera's gone all weird whilst I'm trying to catch it, but it doesn't matter. Let's just lock in. What is this? Minus 15% progress? No, I got completely tricked. No, dude. Guys, I am not joking. I've been here for like 5, maybe 6 hours now. That's right. 6 hours. Look at this. If we go, dude, look how many we've caught. 10 Aurora pills, 15 deep pills. Look at all of these. 250. Like, dude, I have been here for so long, and I've only managed to catch 1 golden sea pill. So it actually looks like this. It's really hard to see, but I didn't even catch it. Like, who's caught
Look for the grit. Because it's the pros who are out there putting together dozens of projects a year, thousands in a lifetime. They're not cookie cutter and never the same. Pros know it's amazing. And they know
Well, that's just the funniest squid ever.
This is actually terrible. I'm wondering, I don't know if you can even do this, but sea pearls into the golden sea pearls. So I'll probably stay here for like another hour maybe. And if I do manage to catch one, I'll just try to go ahead and appraise some. Because look at this, we have so many clams and we have so many pearls. Literally, I've been here for so long, man. Alright, so I'm gonna keep fishing. Let's see if we manage to get one within the next hour. If we don't, I'm gonna go ahead and try to appraise it. I only need one more, but this will literally take me another day. Oh, guys, I've been here for like a gazillion years! Like, have I managed to get one somehow? Oh, wait, I did! No, I genuinely didn't even know that. Oh, let's go! Okay, let's go! I've been here for like another hour and a half, dude. So I think my ghost got that one again, because I didn't get it on my screen. Oh, the grind is over. The grind is actually over. No way. If you guys haven't made the Eternal King rod yet, let me know in the comments. Once you go to make it, how long did it take you to catch the golden sea pills? Because for me, I think that was like 6 hours of grinding in the end. It was too much. It was way too much. Alright, but now I'm excited. Let's go back to Ancient Islay, get an Ancient Archive and craft the key rod. Wait, where's Ancient Isles? Oh, it's over there. What? How did I end up going way past it? I'm so dumb. Alright, here we go. Ancient Islay. Let's park up right here. That should do. Dude, I am so excited to do this. Okay, let's get the glider back out quickly. And here we go. Ancient Archives, here I come, dude. Rod of the Eternal King. Will this work? No! Are you kidding me? Just to change it off of Jolly. Alright, well that's not the end of the world. In fact, we're gonna go to Moosewood for this, and I think a fast way to do this is if we use the magic snow globe. Okay, now that we're here, take the mirror. This is a quick tip for you guys. If you want to get to Moosewood fast, you can use the magic snow globe and then just take the mirror and look at that. We're at Moosewood. Alright, so next up, let's get to the appraiser and let's see if we can change it off of Jolly just to normal wood. Okay, we've got the Inferno wood ready. Can you appraise this fish? Right, if we take a look now, you can see it's no longer Jolly, it's just normal Inferno wood. So let's do that for this one as well. Can you appraise this fish? There we go, dude. Oh, I'm a genius! I'm an actual genius! Okay, for the very last time, it's Ancient Islay time. And here we go, we finally made it back once again. Now it's really time to craft it. And there we go, there you see it says 3 out of 3 Inferno wood. We've got the lunar thread and we've got the 2 golden sea pills. Alright, no more wasting time. 250,000 guys, let's go! What's that? It's real! It's actually real! Dude, why was that harder to craft than the rod of Gone Fang? Like, seriously. Why is the level 650 rod harder to craft than the level 750 rod? Anyway, enough yapping. Let's have a look. There it is. Rod of the Eternal King. So just like I said earlier, you guys know how massive it is now. And here it is! Oh my days, dude. What? This rod is so pretty. No way. I've actually not seen anyone in-game with this rod yet. I mean, granted, I don't play public servers that often. But even on stream and stuff, I've not seen anyone with this rod. I've seen people with no life rod, I've seen people with Forgot Fang, and you may have seen people with Rod of Depths, but this one is kind of rare. Anyway, let's get over to Statue of Sovereignty now, because next step, we're actually going to put an enchant on this rod. And I'm not going to tell you what the enchant's going to be yet, but it's going to be and now we'll just go on a short drive.
Damn up, yo. Gatorade.
The streets are
Aren't dogs colorblind?
What if we sew the dog head onto the man's body? Great idea!
Great idea.
I'm gonna need some hype music for this one. I'm too excited. I think I'm just giving myself a concussion. Alright, let's get to the elevator, man. You know what, people, love the way that this one looks. It's actually so sick. Look at a crown on the end. Oh, yes. Alright, so next up, we're gonna go ahead and pull out an enchant relic. And of course, we're gonna need a sundial totem. Okay, let's quickly change it to nighttime. There we go. Enchant relic. Alright, let's do this, guys. So, I'm gonna spell it out. The enchant we're looking for is actually divine. And the reason being is this rod of the Eternal King, has the highest luck out of any rod in the game. If you have a look, it's luck 160%. Rod of Depths is 130%. No Rod is 105%. And even Rod of Forgot Fang is 145%. So, if you put divine on this rod, it literally gives it 205% luck, bro. That is absolutely insane. So, let's see if we can find divine. Okay, storm.
Goodbye, this will be the end of this video.
Definitely